Okay guys, today's video is something different. Thailand, young guy, 30, youngster compared to me, okay. 280Z, Datsun, but a whole different animal. So we're sneaking in to have a look and see. Thailand's here, he's gonna tell us about his car. So those of you, the Datsun 280Z fans out there, this is for you. Come on, let's have a look here. Let's go and meet Thailand. Thailand.
How's it, Al?
How's it, man? How are you? Thanks for chatting to us. So this is Thailand. This Datsun at the back, which you're going to tell us all about it, is his baby. This is a lovely car. I drove one when they were new, when they came up, but not this. This is a beast. Come on, Thailand, tell us about this. What year, make, model. Tell us, run us through what this car's about.
All right, so I mean, it started with me hanging out with my pops at a car show, and a gentleman walked up to us and introduced us. He mentioned to me that he might have a cool car that I'd be interested in.
Yeah.
So basically he sold it to me on the spot in a sense of like hyping it up and all that stuff, and I was pretty much taken away when he said he's got a 280ZX with an RB25.
So that RB?
25.
What's that?
So that's a Nissan motor that came out of a Skyline R33 and a variety of other models, I believe.
Yeah.
But some of the R32s also came out with the RB25.
So what makes it so special? I know it's not in the original motor.
No, so this.
What makes it special?
So I mean, the fact that it came from a Skyline, it's a super strong.
So it
motor.
comes out of that GTR Skyline back in the day.
Yes, R32.
So that's a 2.5 liter, 3 liter. What is
it's
it?
a 2.5 liter.
So this is the original 2.5. Is this a turbo?
This is a turbo. Oh, I mean, you can see that it's a turbo engine.
Okay, well, we don't know much about it. Okay, so is this a stock turbo, stock RB motor?
No, I don't believe so. So I'm not super clued up. I'm more of just a fanboy. So whereas I think this is a Chinese eBay turbo. It's called Power Spirit.
Okay.
It came with the car. So as you see, the car is pretty much how I got it. So I was just keen to have a Nissan motor, which was powerful, in a cool car body, which was the 280ZX. This comes out with an LT28 or L28 motor, which is a non-turbo engine. I don't really know too much about the 280ZXs other than that.
But you've had it running and started,
yeah.
idles.
So she had. When I got her, I was told that she needs a tune and all these things. So we took it through the whole process, and we had some small little issues, like the pickup sensor had to be, the bracket had to be built because it was missing on the pickup. It's running a dictator management system.
Okay.
So the problem with the dictator management system is it requires a pickup for the crank sensor.
Okay.
That pickup wasn't aligning correctly, so she was busy dying on the dyno while the car was busy running it through its tune. Obviously, like any project car, you have to go through all the little things that the previous
owner... A to Z, check your wiring, check your fuses, check your setup and everything is all correct. Make sure you haven't got any gremlins in there.
100%. So, I mean, it was a project car, so obviously the guy didn't finish, so there's some stuff to still do on it. There's some amazing brakes that came out on the car. So that was also apparently a good investment.
So we'll go around that side and have a look.
Yeah.
So what's the name of the brakes? I see you got. So go around that side, cameraman. So on here, I see you've got custom aluminium radiator with electric fan. Okay, makes a whole lot of sense. Okay, that's very, very nice.
Look, the previous owner put a lot of money into the car, it seems, with a lot of the modifications that were done. The nature of this motor swap is quite a challenge because you have to cut and weld the sump to reverse it, because there's a cross member that gets in the way of where the bowl is. Okay. That proved to be challenging, so you have to like weld that and reshape it, and then adjust your pickup, your oil pickup. So it's quite a mod. The car came with these really big 6-pot very brakes, which apparently are worth quite a bit of money. I wouldn't really know because I'm not like hectic into this industry. I bought some big ass wheels for it.
Yeah, what's those?
So these are 18 Advantans. I think they're replicas, so they're not. They're like 10 grand, not like, I don't know what the original Advantans, which is a Yokohama brand mag.
So that's actually a Japanese make tire and brand.
I suppose it would.
So you're trying to stay authentic, sort of to the Japanese.
I wouldn't have taken it with a different motor.
Okay.
She came with a standard suspension, but in order to get these big wheels, have decided to go for coilovers. So I got I think they're the eBay cheapos. They come from a company by the name of Fury Accessories. So they're actually pretty cool because they import a lot of good stuff. So I don't know if you want to check them out.
Okay, so and your interior and everything is stock standard. You haven't put You haven't put like Recaro seats and
No,
it's just
nothing.
staying,
I bought the car.
and you're just going to keep authentic and true to what it is.
I will keep it that way, 100%.
Okay, so that it's really going to be a set from the rims and it stance a little bit. Pulling down the road, somebody's going to think it's a stock standard 280Z.
I know, I have intentions to change that for sure.
Yeah, so you want to keep it as a sleeper.
So she'll have a sleeper and she'll have some nice upgrade stuff. You know, all the little trims and things. Different headlights. I want to do a bumper delete on the car. So I want to get rid of the bumper. There's a plate that you can get, and there's something called an air dam mod that you do where when the bumper comes off, you get this big opening for air to come through.
So you can try and draw more air into the motor cooler, have more power, you're getting more air into the turbo.
She has a heating problem, so during the tune we had to like really try and adjust the fan to get flow through to
Is it not possibly better to put two of those fans or put dual fans on?
It's more to do with airflow coming from the road.
Oh really? Than it is to do with
I would have to set up a cowling for an intake.
Yeah.
So there's that issue. What else? This car apparently was not built, but tuned by a gentleman by the name of Van der Linde.
Oh yeah, Tony van der Linde.
Yeah, so
the racing driver.
Yeah, apparently he was like a big shot. He knew the L28 motors like a badass. Because on the 280ZX group they talk a lot about that man.
Okay.
And then he. At some point, the previous owner must have swapped it out for the RB, which is a really cool move. It's a very unconventional, you know, I suppose a lot of people do these on the 200SX, like the cousin of this car.
Yeah, the Nissan, the SX 200.
Yeah, the S13s and stuff. So
is this running a manual box?
It is.
So it's a 5-speed?
5-speed manual.
The original box?
I actually have no idea.
Yeah,
so this is where I'm a little bit clueless. So more of just as I'm learning.
So she's running a stock 5-speed box. You're running the RB motor.
I think it has a
standard diff?
No, an LSD.
Is it an LSD limited diff? What do you think potential horsepower is on this at this point?
I wouldn't even know. We were busy tuning it. During the tune, we didn't really get past 2,000 RPM, and they were talking about it coming close to 200 kilowatts.
200 kilowatts, so what you're looking at, about 400, 450?
Oh no, I have no idea. Yeah, I honestly have no intention to make big power with the car.
Okay, so you want it a nice, usable turbo that when you want to get on it, she'll get up and go, and
she'll run nicely. It's not going to just blow up.
She's not going to blow up, so she's going to be good reliability, good performance, be able to keep up with a lot of the hotshot moderns.
We'll see. I'm calm. I've like grown up a lot as I've got older.
So what you're saying is this when it's running and my Isuzu Bucky off the line.
Yours, maybe. I don't know. I'll let you win. I'll save the fuel. Petrol's expensive, people.
You'll let me win.
Yeah.
No. That's the thing. I will beat you hands down.
More than
launch control.
Yeah, 100%.
No, but this is just lovely. So what are you still wanting to do to this?
So right now I'm waiting for some big ass spaces to come through to fit these wheels.
Fit these wheels?
Yeah, the offset isn't.
Let's have a look at these wheels.
Yeah, so the offset isn't correct to match the car. Yeah, so the 280ZX's offset is 0, and these mags are like 35 offset.
So you've got to get the spacers on.
They really want to creep underneath and touch the
touch
inside.
your inside and too when you're turning circles and things like that.
So you often have to go for a deep dash, but I couldn't find a 4114 PCD that I like.
Okay.
So it was quite a challenge. I decided on these, but now I have to obviously accommodate it with spacers.
Spacers? Are you having the spacers made up?
Yeah, so I've already had them in. They're in engineering now. It's like $5,000 for those bloody things.
Yeah, expensive. Yeah.
But they're going to be like 50mm spacers.
50 mil. So your wheel's not going to stick out too far for your wheel arches.
I'm worried I might have to roll the fenders. I may have to roll the fenders. It depends. I'm hoping not to, but I'll make a decision
once you get it.
Yeah. So I have space for about 1mm on the spacers. So I've asked them to keep the mounting material to 20mm thick, so I can actually shave off
as you need, just to bring it in.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, she's got the coilies. That's all I've really done. I've had the car. Obviously, like anything, it's a budget thing. So it's about managing your budget.
Obviously.
I've had the sump off. I've repaired the sump where it had leaks from the welds and stuff like that. I've tried to straighten it because it twisted with the welding. I might actually import an aluminium. You actually get the aluminium sumps that are like designed for these conversions. So it misses the cross member.
Okay.
I was considering dry sump, but the budget on that is heavy.
It's crazy.
Those are expensive setups.
And what year is this?
This is a 1981 apparently.
So this is an 81.
Yeah.
Came format 280ZX.
Yep.
Manual with everything. So you've obviously, with the modifications, the aircon's gone and things like that.
No, so this car is amazing. So it's got electric windows,
it's got
electric mirrors, it has the aircon system right there in the front left.
Oh yeah, there it is there. So it's got aircon. Yeah, I see it here.
Power steering.
Power steering, aircon. So you wouldn't know it wasn't, when you closed the bonnet and everything was on it, you wouldn't know it wasn't a stock 280 driving next to it.
Oh, I mean, it's got a big fat pipe coming out the back, so that might be an indicator.
Okay.
So
I'm with you.
I'm not too. Yeah, I would say that.
And what made you go for the Datsun? Is it because of its rarity of shade?
It's just cool.
It's just
Need for Speed, guys.
Need for Speed. Need for
so
Speed.
Need for Speed. The 240 ZX is so prominent
Oh,
in that
that's
game.
lovely, but those are just crazy money.
Yeah, big
crazy
bucks.
money.
So
and the 280s are not cheap either anymore.
I mean,
really
I paid
nice.
80 for the car, so it wasn't like bank breaking. It's a lot of money, but yeah, it's not like I think the 240s are like they're asking for like 600,000.
They're crazy money. But this is complete, so it's got all its beadings, it's got everything on it, nothing missing off it.
She's a bit different to the normal ones. When I see at the shows, they never come with this center light.
Oh, the center light that runs all the way.
Yes,
that was an optional
sick.
extra back in the day.
Yeah,
that was an option.
So.
Those guys can't get those.
Really?
It's an optional
Yes,
extra.
so now
That's very, very nice.
That makes me feel good. Got this little
spoiler, boot spoiler.
Yeah, but it's a bit too big. I think it actually comes from the 240. I'm not sure what came with a wiper right there, but a lot of the guys modify these, so they cut it and they bring it in.
Okay, so you want to put it on the back?
Yeah, I think it'll look good.
Oh, okay, maybe finish off the back end.
Just enough, and then make that black. So I'm gonna stick to like a black and a white theme.
Sort of theme right throughout.
Yeah, so it'll be cool.
And then, sort of your timeline, what are you thinking? Another year, 2 years on this project?
So when the spaces come in, it'll allow me to then get the car back on its wheels, and then, I mean, there's some electrics that I need to look at, so like the one indicator doesn't work.
Oh, so the minors.
Some gauge stuff. And
the minors.
It's more to do with just getting it on the ground. It's on the road, it's got papers, you know, it's legal, up to date, so I could drive it. So I'm just really, honestly, at this moment now, I've realized I have a charging issue, so I'm going to have a look at the alternator.
Possibly there, yeah.
I've seen there's some conversions where the guys put like a LS alternator on here because it's like a much higher charge capability. So a lot of the time when we were cutting off, I was wondering if we actually weren't actually just cutting out on the quad.
So you've got an aftermarket ECU and TCU in
here? Yeah, so this has...
So you could be, from my experience, like on my V8, I know that I've got to be pulling 13.3, 13.4 volts minimum to run the computer.
Yes.
If I don't, then it starts chopping and changing gears, the engine and stuff starts messing around, doesn't want to run, so I know. So upgraded my alternator, upgraded a few things like that, so that I can keep myself at about, I run at about 13.6 volts, and that's the only way I keep my TCU and ECUs on mine being automatic,
100%.
Keeping them running, telling the computers that everything's okay, it's not having a heart attack.
100%.
Because otherwise mine's got a limp mode and it'll go into limp mode. So you've probably got a limp mode within your program.
I think it was just misdiagnosed. I think we never realized this car wasn't producing voltage from its alternator. So she was just purely running on battery.
And then she won't run your computer.
No, so
which means you won't run your motor.
So how it would, on the dyno, it would start to miss on one of the cylinders, which doesn't make sense. And it would be very inconsistent. I thought it was maybe fouling, maybe it was
dirt injectors,
poor, faulty coil pack. And then I realized I got this is a recent discovery now. I put the multimeter on the battery and I noticed that it doesn't develop the charge more than what the battery is producing. Yeah, so she's not charging.
Upgrade alternator.
Yeah, so I was while I'm working on it, I might do an upgrade.
2 years, 3 years.
Oh yeah, hopefully sooner than that because I've got too many projects to finish. So yeah.
Because if you swing over this way, he's got a wild Golf that he's doing over here, which is in absolute pieces still. You stripped it down again. What were you doing to this?
So I've got a 16 valve KR head up on the bench there, on the shelf there.
Oh, that's fine.
From 8 valve performance. So they actually did some nice work.
2 liter.
2 liter 16
turbo.
valve turbo. They call it a Gatsby motor because it's like a 2E block and a 16 valve head. Okay. So the pistons have been pocketed.
Timeline on this project?
When the 280's down. Right now the 280's taking my interest.
So guys, we've had Thailand with us, part of the family, have known him forever. And stick with us and you watch the progress on this 280. If you're into your 280s, I think he's doing a wild thing. And it's nice to see the young guys out there doing it. And I'm wishing you the best of luck.
Thank you.
I hope it goes well.
Appreciate
so Thailand, everybody. Thanks, bud.